YouTubers! Mike Martins here with the Mike Martins channel, guys. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to join us live tonight on Odyssey on Mike in the Night. Link below in the description and link below in the first comment until it gets erased. If you are, it's not safe for work, so we do get we get a little bit vocal on there. So Mike in the Night gets a little bit vocal. Don't forget to feed me your free tokens for watching, and those free tokens help me boost the transmission and get it out there. So why Mike in the Nights? Why waste my time watch a Saturday show with some guy that owns a toy store? Well, we were the first, or this channel was the first, to discuss basically the Commonwealth sinking. We were the first to pick Australia as the testing ground or the proving ground for the globalists, the elites, whatever you want to call them, money launderers, moving people out of the middle class into poverty, the disappearance of the middle class. We even had polls up saying years ago. We had polls up stating which country would fall the first in the Commonwealth. Would it be Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Canada? We never really included America in it because America, it was a little bit different. They have a constitution. It's a little bit tougher, and Americans won't give up their guns easy. It was us here. We were the ones that actually discussed Australia to be the first, the testing ground for the world years ago. Not a couple of weeks ago. What's really bizarre is our last Mike in the Night on Odyssey, our first half hour, gone. We were showing replays of the swine flu, videos from old archival videos from journalists that were out there discussing the swine flu, the destruction the swine flu vaccine was doing, and how they were using people's names in the swine flu. That whole chunk of the video of Mike in the Night, gone. Gone. So I don't know if Odyssey is in on it, editing videos or removing things. I don't know. And I'm not going to blame Odyssey. I'm new to Odyssey, and I don't want to get kicked off it, but gone. That whole section. A week and a half ago, we were replaying the whole clip of that, gone. So, anyways, why Mike in the Night? Well, we were the first to discuss, pull the trigger on a mass pandemic in August of 2019. I was on the phone with the Raven, the clip's there on the old channel that we can no longer live stream on, where he said, well, what do we do now, Mike? What are they going to do? What are they going to move forward? And then I said, the only thing they could do and move forward with is pull the trigger on a mass pandemic, and that was in August. So people that have been watching the show have been ahead of the times. We were the first to actually state that they're going to blame the unvaccinated on the vaccinated getting sick. We were the first to state, and this was like months before. This was months. This wasn't like 2 weeks ago we said this. This is months and months ago. And we're seeing how they're going, moving this forward, and they're moving this agenda in fast forward. So tonight we're going to get, there's over 9 million on lockdown right now in Australia. So it's going to be very interesting. We'll get some more Australian callers on tonight, live on Mike in the Night, to find out what's going on. There's 9 million plus people. There's 9 million plus people on lockdown right now in Australia. So it's going to be really interesting to find out where they're moving this forward. All this draconian garbage that's been going on. But it's been happening before this whole COVID thing. Right? You're seeing London, we reported 2 years, in early 2019, we're reporting there are more food banks in London, England, than there are Burger Kings, McDonald's, and Subway restaurants. So we were seeing these patterns happening, and this was the diminishment of the middle class and how the middle class is being destroyed. So I kind of want to throw this out there because we were the first to say a lot of things. We were the first to actually predict. Why? It's not that easy. It's not that hard to predict, because when you have their playbook, like Ralphie said, you kind of see how the media has turned against us full 180. And the media, when did the media turn against us? Somebody emailed me to ask me that. Well, the media turned against us when huge amounts of money laundering was coming into Canada in 2010, 2011, and 2012. We're supposed to experience a market correction in 2010. We never did. And then now we're starving. People are starving now because of that. And all the fentanyl proceeds from fentanyl that was produced and made in Chinese factories and unloaded to basically kill the Canadian youth has been, the profits have been redistributed through Canadian real estate, right? And that's been detrimental to a lot of the countries in the Commonwealth. Australia is kind of putting their foot down on money laundering. That's why you have banks there that have 23 million money laundering infractions in 1 year. Not $23 million, 23 million money laundering infractions. They're saying that Canada has 100 million plus money laundering infractions. So this is what's happening, and that's why you should tune into Mike in the Night and be part of Mike in the Night and call into Mike in the Night. Add me on Skype, Mike Martins 1980. We're going to just discuss the current affairs. I said that Trudeau, and I said this a year ago, and everyone was telling me I was out to lunch, that the Trudeau government is going to call a snap election. In-person voting is dangerous, and guess what? He's going to win by a landslide. Look what happened in the United States. Look what happened in the United States. And it's the same thing. And it's happening. And it's going to continue happening. And it's going to continue moving forward. So for predictions on what we've been talking about for all these years, tune into Mike in the Night to get some predictions. We don't post dict on here. The internet's full of post dictors that take the what's happening and then claim we have it all. It's all archived. Most of our videos now are archived on Library/Odyssey, so people could go back to them. And I like going back to them to show people what we said here a year and 2 years ago. Tune into the only show that predicts, not post-dicts. Comment below. Look forward to seeing you guys tonight on Odyssey on live Mike in the Night. Thanks so much, guys. God bless.